Corey Feldman, for years, has claimed that he was sexually abused as a child in Hollywood. So far, he has refused to name names of his abusers, except for one, a person who was already a convicted sex offender. He says the reason why he refuses to name names is because his life would be in danger. Recently, he'd started a Indiegogo campaign in which he wants $10 million to make a movie about his life. He says that in this movie, he will, in fact, name names. Some of the $10 million will go to hiring security for him. He says that the reason why he doesn't go on talk shows and name names is because he's afraid that he will be killed or hurt, or someone in his family will be killed or hurt, and so therefore he needs security first. However, he has not said why he needs to make an expensive multi-million-dollar movie and why he can't just raise money to hire security and then go on a talk show and name names. He recently went on Megyn Kelly Today and The Today Show with Matt Lauer, and both of them asked him why he hasn't gone to the police. Corey Feldman responded by saying that he did in fact talk to the police, the Santa Barbara Police Department, back in 1993, and he did in fact name names, and these names are in fact on record with the Santa Barbara Police Department.
So why are you sitting down talking to me? Why aren't you sitting down with the police right now?
I've told the police. In fact, if anybody wants to go back to 1993 when I was interviewed by the Santa Barbara Police Department, I sat there and I gave them the names. They're on record. They have all of this information, but they were scanning Michael Jackson. All they cared about was trying to find something on Michael Jackson.
Who you said, by the way, did not abuse you.
Who Michael was innocent, and that was what the interview was about with the police in 1993. I told them he is not that guy, and they said, well, maybe you just don't understand your friend. And I said, no, I know the difference between pedophiles and somebody who's not a pedophile because I've been molested. Here's the names. Go investigate.
In actuality, Corey Feldman spoke to the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department, not the Santa Barbara Police Department, because the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department would be the ones investigating Michael Jackson, since Michael Jackson at the time did not live in the city of Santa Barbara, but he did live in the county of Santa Barbara. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department directly contradicted Corey Feldman's statement that he named names and that it's on record. Kelly Hoover at the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office said, quote, "We are aware of the statements that Mr. Feldman is making regarding an investigation in 1993. Our records do not indicate that he named any suspects." Corey Feldman was also interviewed by Dr. Oz, who confronted him about the fact that the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department says, directly contradicting what Corey Feldman says, that they have no record that he named any names whatsoever. This interview has not yet aired. It's going to air on November 2nd, but the Dr. Oz show did release this clip from the interview.
I called the Santa Barbara police.
Yeah.
Just got off the phone with them. As
Okay.
you were speaking, I was speaking.
Okay.
And you've claimed that you spoke to them about your abuse in 1993, just to be clear.
It's on record.
And you named names. I listened to the recording. I did not hear the names in the recording.
Because they turned the recording off during that part.
But I did hear you speak to them, so we know that actually happened.
You know that I reported I was molested.
Here's what they said. I'm quoting them. "We are aware of the statements that Mr. Feldman is making regarding an investigation in 1993. Our records do not indicate that he named any suspects. They want you to reach out to them."
Oh, I'd be more than happy to.
Would you call them right after the show?
Absolutely.
Why haven't you already called them and say, guys, I said this to you. How can you not at least acknowledge?
Because they've never acknowledged it until today, and they're acknowledging it by saying they don't have any recollection.
Today is the first day that they were acknowledging that they've spoken to you?
Well, it's the first day anybody's, I think, gone to them for a comment, but it's the first time I've heard any recount from them at all.
I want to point out that in spite of what Corey Feldman says, the Sheriff's Department did not say that they have no recollection. Saying that you have no recollection means that they do not recall if Corey Feldman named any names. The Sheriff's Department said that they have no record that Corey Feldman named any names. This is a direct contradiction of what Corey Feldman said to Matt Lauer. Corey Feldman directly said that the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department does, in fact, have names on record. But the Sheriff's Department says that we don't have any names on record. They didn't say that they don't remember. They said that he did not give them any names, and it's not on record. Corey Feldman said that they did not audio record that part of the conversation. Well, the police don't necessarily record things when you file a police report, although they can. But even if it's true that the police recorded the conversation but turned off the recorder for that part, when Corey Feldman made the claim that it's on record with the police department, that means that they at least put the names in the written police report. But the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department says that it is not on record, written or audio, and that in fact he did not name any names and it's not on record. In other words, they are claiming that he is lying. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon for notifications, and join the Zork Army. I'd very much appreciate it, as I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of November. I upload 6 to 8 videos a month. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at ZorkMid123.